stream made some people very sad. Now, see, if you put this in braids, then we're talking. Turn to Emrakul. Now, if you... I'm guessing you had, like, some Manadorks. If you put this in braids, I'm with you. Braidifier. If you put this in some braids, I'm with you. I don't know about Lotus Bloom being the engine to... we should talk to this guy. What's his name? Magic player, bunch of numbers. 9298. I feel like this would be cool in a braids deck. This doesn't have flash though, so it wouldn't really work with braids. He gets points for originality. That's gross. Snafu, did you check out the new music? This is for you, friend, as well, since you're one of my Patreons. I updated the playlist by a lot. You like Jin Hive Mind? So, I updated the music, so as you can see, there's a lot more music on here now. Check it out! I updated it just for you, Snaf, and everybody else who's a Patreon to the stream. So I can see you home with me. I still don't feel comfortable. I don't feel warmed up. I don't feel warmed up. Okay, let's make the changes. Let's make our deck exactly like the deck that's in the league. So let's go back to the Simic Charm. Other than that, the decks are exactly the same. And let's get out there. I think one more. Play some Chalice and Chains. I'm waiting Tricks for the Dig Band to be live on Moto, and I want to try Chalice and Chains again and see how it does. Yes, after you can download that music to your heart's content, and all the new bands or new artists I put on there, check it out. You're gonna love this. Album art for each one. It took me hours, but totally worth it. As I said, I was gonna do cool stuff for you guys. I can't keep this. It's Morgan. I shouldn't keep this one, but I'm going to. Not to say. Yep, Dig is banned in Legacy, restricted in Vintage. They didn't make any changes to Modern, Tricks. Modern is the same Areno, but Vintage has changed quite a bit, and as has Legacy. They both changed. I think it's still Slam Turn 1 Bird, like Breeding Pool Bird. Lance is going to go back into obscurity. Why? What makes you say that, Jake? Oh, true. They don't make birds of paradise like they used to. Nah, bird has always been. This has been a thing for a long time. Bolt the bird. I'm tempted to just go bird again. Planes go. Are you gonna be my girl? Yeah, there's album art in there too. Professor Top Hat, since you're newer to the stream, have you looked at the music before? Therefore, you haven't looked at the music before. And I changed the link and added the Patreon thing to it. Take some time to check out the music and see if there's anything on there you want. Telling time. Well, I'm going off unless you stop me here. Don't see any reason not to. How about a Jeskai Ascendancy? And we'll obnoxiously revival. I'm just kidding. Obnoxious revival. Noxious revival, a flooded. Thus untapping the bird, so we can wombo combo off to our heart's content. Discard Fate Stitch. Not that I really want a Flooded Strand on top. That's like exactly the opposite of what I want on top. But I could like Arid Mesa crack it to not get that as a draw. But either way, that means going down a card in hand, which is kind of important to the deck. I think what I'm supposed to do is just go Fate Stitch. Deck should be called Wombo Combo. Wombo Combo. I mean, I just needed a target for the Noxious. Actually, what I was supposed to do with this Noxious, I just realized I was supposed to hit one of my opponent's cards. That would have been the more correct play. In retrospect. Hindsight, it's always 20/20. But we can discard it. It's just, I wish I was discarding into better things. Okay, we drew live. We drew it live. Bottom top. That's perfectly fine. We'll be okay. Combo. I can't name the deck though. I didn't come up with this variant. People have been messing with Glittering Wish Ascendancy for a while. Tricks. It's just not played. Deck's still fine. It's just people don't play it. Let's have a Bluebird. Bluebird. Oop. Oh fudge! I missed the trigger. Oh, I did it again. When am I gonna stop doing that? It needs to be this game. That's the whole reason I play Cerulean Wisps is to, before it resolves, do this thingy. Let's slide a hand because I don't know what's on top. It's the whole reason I'm running the card is to do that correctly. Like right here is where I would do it. You can call it anything you want, Tricks. Yes. Discard. You would have 1 extra mana right now, which is so relevant. You'd have 3 floating. Hey, what's up, Chimp? I think at this point the Serum is still better than the Whisper. I'm not really ready for the Whisper of the Muse. Right? Actually, no, I net mana off Gataxian Probes. Actually, I'm going to take Whisper. I'm going to show you guys what it can do. Even though I think it's still correct to take the Vision at that point in the game. I'm going to show you what the Whisper can do. Even though I missed my extra mana from the Cerulean. So I'm going to go blue. More blue. Because we're netting mana from Gataxian by using our life total. Blue. Gataxian Probe. Triggers. Untap. And yes, I will loot, but... Oh, ooh, that's tough. Do I take the Wind Zendikon? Do I take the Wind Zendikon? That changes everything about my plan just now. Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't do nothing. Nice Cryptic Command, bro. That's a cool card. So, a couple of CCs, a Leak, and a Terminate, and a Delta. A whole bunch of nothing over there, man. So we'll win Zendikon the Breeding Pool because the last land I played was Plains, right? Actually, I haven't made a land drop this turn, so... I mean, but obviously you want to animate a blue source. It just makes sense. Do you need some help deciding, Chimp? Oh, what's up, Master Jareth? Welcome back, dude. I would just play one of the Eternal formats, man. You can't go wrong. Play something Eternal is my recommendation. And just whichever one you pick, do a lot of research in and get familiar with the format and just love it and enjoy it. That's my recommendation. No, that sucks, Drinkard. Yay! Wait, your collection is gone? What do you mean your collection is gone? Like all your cards are gone? And your friends list? You need to like email them or something. That's a nightmare situation. This is not okay. So, point of interest, guys. Look how far we are into the combo. Look how many cards are in our graveyard, though. Even if I had that other card, the Whisper is still better at this point than the other card we were debating. We're only at 10 cards in the graveyard. With Visions of Beyond. Black, red, colorless, aggro, and standard. Budget and awesome. Nice. Pilla combo. Yeah! There you go. Modern is not Eternal Legacy, and Vintage Arts is Captain QC. Oh, you're right, technically. It's, Well, wait, no. Are you sure about that? Because the same cards that come out that are played in 0 cards or binders or their decks or not. It's a non-rotating format. But you just don't call it Eternal? Does it get the name Eternal because because every set is included except the banned restricted list? Oh, thanks, Tiger. I've made a lot of updates to the playlist since I've seen you, friend. A lot. There's a lot of new music that you haven't heard, man. Just oodles and oodles and oodles. Because I said I was going to add more music between each stream, and I've stuck to that. So it's just grown. It's nearly 4 days long now. 1,592 songs. I'm glad you like it, man. It's got a little bit of everything. I'm pretty eclectic myself, so I enjoy most every song on here. I do. Wouldn't put it on there if I didn't like it. But there's a lot of new stuff on here too for you guys, so. Got some Blink 182 coming up, Queens of the Stone Age. Some video game music coming up. Yeah, it's gonna be a good night, guys. My thoughts on the card view from above. We talked about it several times, Supreme Verdict. And it's neat, and it triggers Ascendancies. But it doesn't draw a card. So what it does for the deck, Supreme Verdict, is it allows us to spend our mana to trigger Ascendancy, but it doesn't do much of anything outside of that. Excuse me, I don't know why I said anything so many times. It doesn't do much of anything outside of that. I don't know why he telling time like on his own. Was he just trying to desperately hit a land drop? I don't understand that. If he just left up his mana leak. Let's just play another game. Opponent's obviously salty or something, or went to the bathroom, didn't tell us. I mean, we win from here as long as I play it correctly. And it's nice to practice my sequencing, but the plan was untap here, tap. So we have 5 mana. Win Zendikon, and then you Crimson Wisp. Do it again. You can make the Fate Stitcher red just because. And then you have enough mana to buy back the Whisper of the Muse. Your opponent, Ray Sun Wang, has disconnected. Yeah, he's salty. It's fine. The fact that he just disconnected. Probably salt. But it's just it's a practice match. Why are you going to salt on a practice match, dude? Makes no sense. And I started with the good luck, have fun. Well, what are you going to do? We've considered Sprout Swarm, Jake. I like Sprout Swarm better back in the green version of the deck. The heavier green mana base when I had Dried Arbor. Because Dried Arbor works really well with Sprout Swarm. It's fine, I'll play somebody else, you know? It's doesn't bother me. Don't bother me none. Make a deck with that blue. Well, no, if you rage quit, Captain James, that's what it says to you. It'll say your such and such is disconnected. If you rage quit, Stomping Ground fixes us the best since we have the island in hand. So turn 1 bird seems reasonable. Next turn we can go bird serum. Make Soul Sisters. I already brewed it, man. Oh, we're playing the Grishol brand deck, maybe. I've actually seen them use this sometimes. What did he do with his temple? Maybe I've seen Grishol brand run temples.